Hey, YouTube. Well, I think I used to think that people were mostly good. I believe that this man is actually starting to change some of my perceptions of humanity. This Donald Trump. He's actually going to try this shit again. Remember when he was running and there was an unfortunate young woman killed here in San Francisco? And he tried to run on, this is why we had to secure the border. This is why the whole immigration policy had to change. This is why Mexicans are murderers and killers and all this kind of stuff. And it turned out the man wasn't even convicted of the crime. He's trying it again. He's trying to take advantage of an unfortunate situation where this girl, Molly Tibbetts, God bless her family, as they struggle through this. But he's going to take that and use that on his platform for building this wall. I heard, I couldn't believe it. Well, I could believe it because Trump has done this before. He tries to blame all Mexican people for a crime, a single crime. Do you know how many people are murdered in the United States daily? What is the yearly count on murders in the United States? So if you find one person who came to this country illegally, that means that country must be stopped. They must be run out of this country, and we should not let them back in. It doesn't even make any practical sense. But it ties into the evil part of humanity. The bad parts. Be quiet, boy. Stop. The parts that are so easily manipulated. Come here. Based on the hatred of other people. The hatred that this dude is encouraging. Now, stop, boy. Please be quiet. Has anybody black in this country murdered anybody? Am I responsible for that murder? Anybody white? Is anybody is white in this country murdered somebody? Now, all white people responsible for that murder? What does immigration have to do with the person, the way they came? The person was murdered. That's what you should be focused on, not where the person was born and raised at, or how he got to this country. What does one thing have to do with the other? Jimmy, please be quiet. Squeenie, maybe he gets mad at me because I don't use his right name. Squeenie, I'm trying, baby. Let me see. Anyway, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, not because it's Trump. We know Trump is the devil. We already know he's the devil. But the amount of people who follow that shit. Fox News. They all over the Fox News now. Look at what happens when immigrants come here. How many illegal immigrants are in this country? Is it over 1 million? So out of 1 million people, 1, perhaps 10 people have murdered somebody. What is the chance that out of 1 million people, no one would ever kill anybody? What is the chance out of 1 million people? I think the number is a lot more than 1 million, but what is the chance that none of those people will do anything wrong? Are we to crucify the whole group now because that person did something? Oh, but at least they were American. What the fuck difference does that make? Why does that justify murder? Trump, leave this family alone and let them mourn the loss of their family member. Let's not emphasize what color the person was, you don't know anything about these people. Let's not emphasize where they originally from. If they came here legally or illegally, what the fuck difference does it make? Does that make a difference? Oh, he can murder because he came here legally. He was born in Iowa, so he can murder somebody. That's not as bad as if he came somewhere else. No, it's the same damn thing. A person lost their life. You need to shut up, leave their family alone, and let them mourn their family member. Don't stir up the hatred in other people. You know it's in there. We all know it's in there. But you, when they elected Barack Obama, I said, you know what? People are mostly good. All the prejudice and all the things that we feel, all the racial problems we have in this country, they put Barack Obama in the White House. I saw the inauguration, and they weren't all black people. I said, you know what? People are basically good. They basically want to do right. This dude, Trump, is the opposite. Instead of people being good, they basically want to do right. People are prejudiced, bigoted, and they want to do wrong. That's what he promotes. That's how he starts to affect. I'm not going to change my feelings about humanity based on Donald Trump. I just want him to be gone out of the presidency. Trump had all that money. Why can't he go off on an island somewhere and die peacefully? He wants to use his last year, stir up discord, basically cut the taxes of rich people, which I think is primarily the reason he's there. He's already accomplished that. So now you can go, Trump. You can go. All Mexican people are not responsible for one crime committed by one person any more than all white people. What about all the shit they do? What about all the shit black people do? We all responsible for that? It's ridiculous. And I'm hoping he got so much scandal going in the news that he can't seem to just dominate it. If he had his choice, he would dominate with this girl's death and he would use her death. Oh, Jimmy, please stop. He is extra bad today. Shut up. If he had his way, this is what we would be talking about. This girl's death, her murder. Like this is all Mexican people have killed this girl. Fortunately or unfortunately, he keeps the news so packed with his scandals that he can't even get in his primary target, which would be this case where he can use it against Mexican people. He can get back to his hateful ways. But there's so much going on with him. Have we ever heard of anybody being in scandal from the day one? He's been in scandal after scandal after scandal since the day he took office. How could Obama make it through 8 years without scandal? This man can't make it through 8 days. All right, people, you think I'm exaggerating, I'm pitiful, and I'm crazy, and I'm stupid and all this. Pay attention. Turn on Fox and see what they're talking about. It's time for Trump to go. If he was any kind of a human being, he would say, you know what? I never plan on being president, and I'm not anybody's president. I resign my post.